Hey, Nicholas with the Backyard TARDIS. Been a while since I made a video. I've got a couple of videos that I want to get out, but Sonic Central dropped. I think the last thing I did was the Sonic Movie 3 trailer. I got some Star Wars stuff, I got other stuff I want to do, but this is and I think the last Nintendo Direct I had wanted to do one. I even partially recorded. I don't think I ever released it, but this, the big event, it'll be interesting. We're going to see a lot of stuff about Shadow. I already know that they've declared this the year of Shadow, and I think there's going to be that. There's going to be mobile games. There's going to be merch. But there's going to be a lot about Shadow X Generations and about the upcoming Shadow animation. Maybe something for the movie, though a lot of times these Sonic reveals don't have anything about the movie. Maybe we'll get something about that DCTs, but this one's a bit of a long one, so I don't want to do a whole big giant intro. Let's just get into this. Rivet pinning to E10. Similar to last year with the balls.
Hello and welcome to the 4th annual Sonic Central. My name is Ivo Grskovic and I'm here with the one and only Izuka-san.
I thought they skipped one,
Your
but
passion for the blue blur is noticed by
so
everyone here on
weird
the Sonic
that
team.
Evo,
like
Ivo,
so thank
is
you
at Sega,
for all of your
and
support
Bowser's
from the
over at
bottom of our hearts
Nintendo.
as we take Sonic to the next level together.
We've been working hard on
Like
developing
his shirt.
content that will thrill and inspire you.
Also in 2024, we launched our Fearless Year of Shadow fan celebration campaign.
I like
This
Izuka.
is a
Like,
special
he gets a
theme
lot of...
designed to encourage
but
all
I
of
like
you to
him.
celebrate the exciting character and also to get you to embrace your own inner fearlessness. We even built and went on tour with a custom Shadow-inspired
I thought it was inner
motorcycle.
emo.
What do you think, Izuka-san? Do you think they'd let me borrow that bike for a weekend?
Ivo!
As usual, in this Sonic Central, we have tons of announcements. You'll see new game footage, learn about awesome products, and get
Their
details
skits
about
are very
upcoming
corny,
partnerships
but
and events.
it has a
Make sure
charm
watch
to
the
it.
full video so you don't miss anything.
Like a dad trying to be cool type charm, but
Enjoy
I love
the
it.
show.
We're kicking things off with some exciting announcements for Sonic mobile games.
Mobile games, I called
Time
it.
to grab your friends and jump into Sonic Rumble.
But so my daughter's getting into these mobile games. I've avoided them. Now, Sonic World, this has me interested. This just looks like such a superior form to Fall Guys. Similar concept, but very Sonic themed and just the amount of level care. I don't like the monetization practices, so I've avoided most of the Sonic mobile games. Because I'm weak and I'll end up spending money and I just can't do that. But my daughter's been playing and she does it all free. She's not spending anything. So I have a feeling she's going to love this. This looks like you have a level of more control than Fall Guys. Similar in concept, but not the same. And so many different modes. It looks like they've really developed it. Colorful worlds. I heard nothing but good things from people who did the playtesting.
Have a blast with friends and family alike in Sonic Rumble. Look out for this
This
exciting
winner,
new
okay.
title on mobile and PC.
Oh, and
this
PC.
winter. New characters are joining the excitement in Sonic Dash, Sonic Dash Plus, and Sonic Forces. Starting with Valhalla Surge, the formidable Viking warrior who can turn the tide of battle in your favor.
What's Sonic Dash Plus? I thought there was Sonic Dash 2 that was Boom. What's Plus?
Folklore, coming this Halloween. Warrior Shadow is the epitome of fearlessness and is ready to conquer any challenge that comes his way. Charging into the game this November.
That looks cool.
And for the cherry on top, the delightful Dulce Amy.
Don't play it, but I always like the models.
Inspired
The
by all
artwork
things
is always
sweet
cool to
and
get.
her charm is
You know, even
delightful
though
as candy. Her unique
I don't
boost is
really
powered
care
by
for that.
sugar, giving her
That's
an extra
cute.
burst of energy to outrun her rivals. Coming at the end of this year. Get excited. It's official. Shadow arrives as a new playable character later this year in Sonic Dream Team. Sonic Racing has cool updates
I didn't
designed
realize
to
he
rev
wasn't
your
in it.
engine and satisfy your
They
need
did
for
that
speed.
just so they could
Players
time that in
now
with the
have
movie,
access to
though.
time trial mode, where you can test your skills and unlock new character
I've also heard
styles.
nothing but good things
Rockstar
about this,
Rouge
but then
and
it
DJ
like
Vector
went
are
quiet on it.
available
I
now,
don't have
and
Apple
Rockstar
Arcade.
Amy is coming soon. Look out for new updates
I
for all
thought
Sonic
about
mobile
getting
games on the App Store
all
and
these
Google Play.
games that are
This year
specifically
is
the
our
Apple
fearless
Arcade
Year of
that don't have the
Shadow
predatory
campaign. A year-long
microtransactions
celebration
have
designed
made me
to
want to get an
inspire our
Apple
fans
TV.
to break barriers and be fearless, just like Shadow.
Remember that. The bike that why is Sonic on it? That's what I haven't understood. Why don't they have Shadow going out to these events? It's the Shadow bike, the Year of Shadow, but it's Sonic in the costume that goes out to him. He's going to races. Sonic and golf. I don't know. I don't. Sonic seems like he's perfect for a lot of sports. Golf is not the one I think of. He's showing off some cosplay. And once again, it's Sonic on the motorcycle, and not Shadow. Some ribbon cutting. Is that of his new restaurant? I want to go there. I think it's in LA next time I'm down there. And I want to go to the Sonic Symphony. Not Sympathy. Symphony. It's just so amazing. And it's come to my area a couple of times, and or close enough that I could go to it, but life just has not given me the money to do it.
Introducing Chow Tales, a whimsical 8-episode series of animated shorts featuring the adorable fan favorite Chow. The story follows Sonic
Chow
as he
shorts?
visits a Chow garden many times over the course of a year.
But is this
Chow
like the
Tales is
animation
coming
with
soon
like
to
a
our
weird?
social media channels, so don't forget to follow, like, and
I
subscribe.
don't know, just something Chow. Excited about that. You know,
Sonic Speed Simulator on
that-
Roblox.
Oh, Roblox.
Face off against a new version of Neo Metal Sonic, who's back for revenge. But this time, he's supercharged. Play as Super Sonic and dish out
I
major
couldn't get
damage
into
to earn
Roblox, but
exclusive
this looks
new
cool.
rewards.
And
Do you
Neo
have
Metal
what it
going
takes to
super
defeat this robotic
instead
doppelganger?
of going overdrive. That like that's
Available
kind
now
of
on
cool
Roblox.
to see.
Go bananas with Sonic and Friends in Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble.
Great game, great game. If you're only gonna have one Monkey Ball game, this is the game to have. Actually, they've released a couple of remakes and kind of stuff like that recently, but this one's good. Oh, like the Generations trailer. But instead of putting a shadow in there because they're using classic Sonic in this, it's gotta be a costume. Sega's just weird about stuff like that. eShop. Oh, that's right. That's a Nintendo exclusive.
Experience a delightful new adventure in Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble. Available now. 2 Point Museum has exclusive Sonic and Shadow themed pre-order bonuses for a limited time only.
Man,
From
they've
unique
done it
gift
for the
shop items to
hospital,
outfits,
the
decorations,
college
plushies, and
campus
staff
or whatever.
costumes. You can design your museum areas to be complete
Every one of
with
these 2
Sonic
points
themes.
gets a Sonic pack. Like, do they do all the other Sega brands as much as they do Sonic, and I just see it in the Sonic Centrals? That is cool. And, I wasn't really interested in hospital or college, but, a museum sim, that might be the first 2.1 I get, because that kind of interests me, and especially Okay, you have to pre-order to get all the Sonic things.
Well, that looks really fun. What do you think, Izuka-san?
Yeah, it's cool.
That should be cool.
Okay, so now let's see what's going on in the world of Lego Sonic.
Izuka-san.
Take it away, guys.
Yeah, it's cool.
Roll the video.
We don't have one, do we?
Can someone please get Sonic on the line?
I like how they pretend this is
Hey, Sonic.
live.
Where are you?
Oh, hey, boss. Just doing some shoreline strategizing.
You know how that low tide smell brings out my creativity. Where are you?
I'm at Sonic Central.
Oh, we still doing that?
Of course, we are doing right now.
Oh, so we're live. Okay, yeah.
We're still doing
I could,
that.
eat this marshmallow really fast. Would that blow some minds?
Sonic! Hey, buddy! Time for snorkeling!
Fred,
I said no water-related activities, remember? Come on, man. You designed this version of me. How do you not know this stuff? Anyway, boss, call Shadow. He's probably battling something.
Oh, okay.
Zuka-san's face.
Make it quick, Izuka. This beast is formidable. Told ya. Sonic, why are you calling in the middle of a conflict?
production value. You and that monstrosity are live on Sonic Central right now.
Nice try.
But Izuka-san would never use my eternal battle for entertainment.
Action-packed.
Yes, he would.
Izuka-san, add Eggman to the call. He'll want to witness this defeat with his own... Oh, Shadow, get some impulse control.
Water is wet and it cleans off the dirt. Those are gonna look spiffy when it deals up the hurt on Sonic and Knuckles and Oh, well. Wrath of the rodent and he shall appear.
I love Mike Pollock singing as the little Lego guy.
Catching some rays, I mean working, while Shadow clobbers your grandpappy's prototype for the fans. In twice the time I would have. Wrap it up, Shadow. These segments need to be zippy. It's a pacing thing.
How typical Sonic, lounging in paradise while Shadow does all the heavy lifting. Air freshener. I don't care. Vanilla. No, coconut.
Don't have coconut. Oh, they're sold out.
Mute. Again, mute.
No, I'm tired.
Not coconut.
Anyway, you gonna beat that boss or teach it to roll over, Shadow?
Come on, the fans are falling asleep.
I told you, my eternal battle is not your entertainment.
Does that mean we get a Bio-Lizard Lego set? That's what I'm seeing here.
I was saying.
Some say
New drill smell.
Sheer luck is my guess. You know that's Shadow's secret weapon.
Well, the bio-lizard was nearly an appetizer. I'll introduce you to my egg drillster soon enough.
If you smell vanilla, know that certain defeat comes
Trust.
swift on its heels. Eggman out.
And there you have it, folks. Practically rehearsed. Hey, Shadow, give the kids at home a snappy little... Oh, jeez. Here we go. Okay, big reveal. I get it first, Shadow. Remember which one you said went super first, everyone?
Whoa. Action, drama, and marshmallow.
Read the call.
Just cut the merge.
Do you need more Sonic in your life? Well, we've got some terrific products that you're going to love. Boost your
mean, look.
creativity with the Shadow the Hedgehog
My
escape
wallet's
toy.
empty, Sega. Don't do this to me.
Buildable motorcycle and lab section to roleplay adventure stories with Shadow, a Clucky, and Rhinobot. Adventure meets imagination in the Knuckles Guardian Mech toy set. Build the mech and glider, then roleplay guarding.
There's a
stealing,
lot of
and recovering
imagination
the
there
Master
as to
Emerald
like
with
where
Knuckles
that
and Rouge.
mech came from.
Keep afloat with this Tails Adventure
It's
Boat
weirdest
set,
set.
packed with interactive play options. This boat playset includes a built-in speed sphere launcher,
Does
a
it have the
karaoke
chili
machine
dog?
and dance floor, plus paracel connectors on the back. Help
A
Knuckles and Amy
karaoke
defend
machine?
the Master Emerald Shrine.
Lego's just
Different
having
ways to
fun
protect
now.
the
Like
Chaos
they're
Emeralds on Angel Island and rescue the Piggy from the villainous
they've decided
Egg
up.
Robo.
The Sonic fans will buy anything. Just
Save
make
the day in
everything.
This fun-filled Super Sonic vs. Egg Drillster set. Join Super Sonic and Shadow as they rescue animals and defeat evil Dr. Eggman. Get your build on with these
Okay, the
cool
first
toys.
boss from Sonic 2 versus Super Sonic.
This 6-inch Shadow
That's
Hedgehog
like
customizable figure by
a
Jack
huge stomp.
Specific is sure to be a hit with collectors and Sonic fans of all ages. Mix and match the swappable pieces, including hands and posable wings, to build your favorite Shadow
I'm not a fan of the
presentation.
new
Show off your
alien wing
customized
thing.
master
Like maybe it'll be
prop
fun in the
using
game, but
Rocky Pillar display base.
I don't
This
think I'd
figure
want
is
that for the
coming
statue.
soon. Hold ultimate power in the palm of your hand with Realm's wireless controllers. Featuring a collectible figurine and multi-layered design, this officially licensed controller is in a world of
I
its own.
have my eye on getting
Available
some
for
of
purchase
these.
in October, and Shadow the Hedgehog version coming soon. First 4 figures in Sega are thrilled to reveal the development of an incredible new statue for Sonic X Shadow Generations, Shadow Evolved. Get ready
And here's
to
the
add this
statue
showpiece to
if you
your
have
collection.
tons of disposable money
It's time
and are
for you
into
to
Sonic the
cruise in
Hedgehog.
style with the Shadow the Hedgehog
That'll be like
R for 12
$350
helmet. Featuring Shadow's mischievous smile and trademark red eyes, complemented
I'm
by
a
a
huge
striking
Sonic
color scheme
fan.
that captures his fearless personality. With enhanced
But if I was
features and aerodynamic engineering,
into
you'll get the
motorcycle
best
riding, I don't
performance
think I'd
possible
wear
while
a
being the
Sonic helmet.
coolest rider on the
I'm like a
road.
Sonic freak, but
Joining the Palverse Palais product lineup is Shadow the Hedgehog. Look forward to Shadow the Hedgehog's
That
release
looks
in April
nice.
2025.
I'd like
Keep an
that
eye
one.
out
That
because
looks
more
clean.
details will be coming soon.
And, you know, not
Coming in
hundreds of
late
dollars clean,
2024,
but clean.
Sonic the Hedgehog
Not the
and
same.
visual artist Louis de Guzman merge their worlds to create a collaboration that reaches new heights and new speeds. Stay tuned for updates on special activations
That
and
doesn't
first
really
looks of the
tell me
collection.
anything.
Speed on over to your
I
nearest
don't know who that
Topgolf
is.
to play with Sonic and friends.
Didn't I already say, like, Sonic and golf doesn't make sense? Whoa! Okay. That's different. But Topgolf is like a place you go play, but that's a video game. So it looks like they're just updating the screen to be this. And you're like playing mini golf. All you're really doing is striking. And I'm assuming this is going to be like a pinball machine. Like, you hit the ball, and then based where you hit it, all this stuff is just like auto-generated. Like, you hit that spring, it's going to go up the thing, and it's just based on how hard and what direction you head it in. Which, I mean, could be cool.
Enjoy Topgolf the Sonic way by surrounding yourself with good friends and
Put it
good
on the
food
Switch
with
or,
this
you know, the
exclusive
Wii.
Topgolf experience.
It feels...
Hey everybody!
But they didn't, when they showed the people hitting it, it wasn't the screen.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Okay, so you know why you're here, right?
I do.
Who's
We're
Tiffany
here to
Sith?
get to the bottom of what Sonic posted on Batman Day.
We are.
If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, take a look.
Oh, yes. Saw this, I just thought that it was the social media team being met. Nope. I'm a DC fan. And my friend Kevin, builder of TARDISes, he made this for me. That's my name.
Fun,
So-
right?
For a lot of you guys watching, you know I'm a huge DC fan, but Sonic the Hedgehog was the first game that I ever played all the
Really?
way through. Yeah,
I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know
So
who
I'm
you
very
are.
excited to be here and hear
Okay.
more about this mashup. What does this collision actually entail? Can you give us some details?
I am.
Well, it's going to start
I'm
with
excited.
comics, and that's going to start in March of 2025, and we're going to have one issue a month.
So you're talking about comics. We're talking about the content. Does
Start
this mean
with
we're really
comics.
going to get to see Sonic the Hedgehog and some of his friends maybe teaming up with the Justice League characters?
I think so, and if you want to talk about it, we can.
Yes. Okay. Who's overseeing all of this?
So we have a writer who's super well known.
So it's not
and
just Sonic
everybody
as
loves him,
DC
and that is
characters.
Ian Flynn.
So good. Okay,
Ian Flynn?
so I know you're not going to
Yeah,
show me the
I called
artist,
it.
but we've
Called it.
already seen one mashup. We've
We
got Shadow as Batman. Can you show us some of the other ones?
Sure, let's do
All
it.
right. Who's Superman?
Which is
Up
really
close.
cool looking.
Wonder Woman.
Amy.
So good. Flash.
Oh,
Sonic, of course.
Green
okay, I
Lantern.
knew that one.
Silver the Hedgehog.
Ooh,
Makes sense.
And Cyborg.
Tails.
All right, I'm just gonna
Yes.
call it right now. I'm gonna go OG. My favorite is Sonic as
Ooh,
the
that looks
I'm
really
gonna
tricked
go,
out.
Shadow as Batman.
You know where your allegiances lie.
That's right.
Those are so epic. I'm so excited for this. Is there anything else that you want to share with everybody watching?
Yeah, sure. So
Theme-wise,
besides the
Shadow and
5
Batman
comics
works,
that we
but
talked about
Shadow
for
seems
March
more powerful.
2025, we're also going to do a collected edition of all those comics, as well as merchandise, including apparel, accessories, toys, collectibles, and all of this will be for fall 2025.
I know what I'm gonna be reading, buying, wearing in 2025.
Well, they said one a month for all.
You've shared a bunch
But
of stuff
then
with us, but
they
I
just
think
said
there is possibly
5.
one more secret that you want to share with everybody.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it here on Sonic Central.
Okay, maybe this is
exclusively.
what's beyond the
Ready?
comics.
ready.
What do we got
All right,
here?
We're going to continue
Maybe
the
an animation?
celebration of DC and the Sonic universe through 2026.
Shut up! So the party is literally just getting started. We thought it was just till 2025, but now 2 years, baby.
Just
That's not
getting
really a-
started.
I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Evo, for joining us. And you guys,
It's just saying you're
make
going to
sure
do
let
more
us
the
know
next
your
year.
favorite mashups, and then
I'm going to have
to
thoughts
Sonic
about this
Central.
at the end of the video. Most definitely.
Ready to face the
But
darkness? We're
an
thrilled
odd
to share
mashup.
the latest on Sonic X Shadow Generation.
Okay, here's the meat.
It is time to awaken.
It's a
the
gameplay and
ultimate light.
cinematic footage.
Welcome to the world, Shadow. the
Oh.
Hedgehog.
It's Mike Pollock doing the voice. And Doomsday.
Black Doom. I destroyed you once. I will do it again. No more mistakes. We'll finish this here and
Foe
now.
Awakens. The Ultimate Adventure. This is looking more and more bigger than initially expected.
I'll take this
Still
power
weird that they're
and use it as
focusing
my own.
all around Black Doom. Defeat your greatest enemies, okay.
This time, I will crush
Whoa,
every last one
Mephiles!
of them.
I did not expect that. Gun robots, okay. And of course, you know, the Doom aliens and Sonic forces.
Warrior that
I'm glad to see that, which means that he's totally okay. There's the biohazard. I mean, the Time Eater. Time Eater. Yeah, Metal Overlord. They're totally gonna bring Infinite back too. There's no way they're doing Mephiles and all that. And, oh, he's gonna get to go back in time and meet
Battle
Maria.
against villains. Set the timeline back to
Whoa,
normal and
that's gonna
save
be a
the
powerful
world.
story.
Pre-order the way past cool collector's edition today.
Will he
and
set
get
the
this
timeline?
exclusive
And of course,
Sonic
that
and
Terrio
Shadow
skin is so
Dreamcast
cool.
Statue. Only available at
Really
limitedrungames.com until
want that,
October
and it's
6th.
super expensive.
Past and present collide. In
And,
a
and that's too soon. I don't have time to get that money. I want that set. Ugh. Looking forward to this so much. I can't wait till this starts coming out. Oh, this looks so clean. Oh, it's going to have Origin Omega. I thought it was just going to be a prequel stuff. Okay, yeah. Space Colony Arc. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Holding on this. Oh, man. The fight style in that and his movement as he's coming, and General, he's one of my favorite Sonic characters, and and Omega. This is gonna be cool.
Coming to YouTube and Sonic
Dark
the Hedgehog
Beginnings.
official
Oh,
social
I
media
can't.
channels starting on September 25th. Additionally,
Wait,
PlayStation
tomorrow?
versions of Sonic X Shadow
This is 3,
Generation
so I wonder if
will have
there's
an
different time
exclusive
periods.
Extended edition featuring deleted scenes.
Okay, you know, I know Sony's trying to flex as an exclusive there. I'm gonna watch that on YouTube. Because I don't have I'm not buying a PS5 for that.
Now you can
Oh,
visit
yeah,
ancient
this is why I
ruins,
have to
space
pre-order to
stations,
get this.
and the dark depths of an old scientist, grief-stricken
It's like a
all through the
90s
rambling, barely
infomercial.
coherent pages
80s,
of
90s.
Dr. Gerald Robotnik's journal, the publication that's especially created for
Do
absolutely
the kids that this
no
is
one.
marketed
Dr.
to
Gerald
know what this
Robotnik's
is?
journal is packed with breathtaking
Like this
accounts
style of commercial?
dubious scientific exploration, government meddling, and so much more. Today, through this
Do they
exclusive
still make these kind of
offer,
commercials?
you
I'm so
can get
detached
Dr.
from regular
Gerald Robotnik's
TV.
journal for
Yeah.
the special price of when you call and use your credit card, we'll give you a taste of my revenge.
Something's going on.
You'll also receive Doomsday, who took everything away from me. ancient robots of mass destruction and the ultimate life form. So order today and send to a child you
I just love like the kid, like, oh yeah.
Never wanted to know about Joe Robotnik today. Must
The
be
into
several
several
verticals.
pages.
All physical day one
That's
editions
cute.
of
I
Sonic
love
X
that they put
Shadow
that much
Generations
production into
come
that,
with
which
this
makes me
24-page journal.
excited to see how much
Pre-order
production
now and
is in
secure
the
your
actual
copy.
book. Yes.
As you can
yes.
see, the rest of the year is packed with new and exciting content, activations, programming,
So at
products,
the end, there's still
partnerships,
quite a bit
and much,
left.
much more. We can't
But
wait
you gotta
for
have
you
a
to
one more
experience
thing.
all of the fun.
The Sonic universe will continue to grow and innovate. We hope that you will enjoy every second, make new friends, and like Sonic, enjoy chili dog every now and then.
There's plenty more adventure coming your way. Be sure you stay up to date by following us on the official social channels linked in the description.
I love that
below.
Japan has adopted the chili dog thing, even though that
Central.
all the other stuff from the American side they haven't really adopted. But
Mr. Evo, Azuka-san, I just got word. Word about what? No way.
like this isn't pre-recorded.
Well, fans, it looks like we've got one more thing for you. Let's roll.
What is this? Some other game or something? Or
What's up, Sonic fans? We were so incredibly blown away by the
Oh, the
reaction to
movie.
our trailer.
Yeah.
I wanted to record a special message thanking you all for the support. We are so excited for you to see this film. It's Sonic's biggest adventure yet, only in theaters this December. Cannot wait for you to check it out. Thank you again.
I follow
for
all
your
these guys behind the
You
movie,
guys
like
are the best.
Making these
they're
movies
really
is the best job in the world.
digging into the lore.
We make these movies for the Sonic fans, and their love, passion, and energy really
Look
drives
back
us all
at
to
the
make sure we're
production.
creating something that's fantastic.
We're so lucky to have the support of the fans, and we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that support. So we just absolutely want to honor that and celebrate what it is they love about these characters.
When you think back to where this all started,
Jeff
it's
Fowler.
such a gift that we get to keep telling Sonic stories, and we never take that for granted. It's incredible to be able to tell stories that give Sonic a real journey and an arc.
Told you got this.
Even though I don't believe it was their fault, the original design, I love that these guys came out and they apologized. They took the blame, the heat,
He wanted to be a hero.
and they just want to make Sonic what we can enjoy.
What helped him get there was, of course, his squad. And so Sonic 3, we're continuing Sonic's character journey to include this new leadership role. For the first time, he's going off into battle and having to make choices. And no matter what you're facing, no matter what challenges come your way, as long as you really be true to who you are inside, he'll make the right choice.
I don't think it's anything new. We're just seeing different.
What we've tried to do with each successive movie is to go a little deeper into the Sonic lore. First we brought in Tails, then Knuckles, and now in movie 3, Shadow, Maria, Gun, and Gerald Robotnik.
Gun's been a little open,
Fans are just going to lose their minds when they see what we've got planned. We had great action in Sonic 2, but now
I would not have put the wedding scene in there.
He is much more impressive than the hedgehog I
That is not the right scene to hype up.
We've had a blast in the last 2 films, but we can always do more. We can always push it.
Try to keep up. There's such a rich universe of stories, I don't see us slowing down at all.
Well, that's cool how
We
they
are so
did that.
excited for you to see everything that's coming, and we know how much you love surprises, so keep a sharp eye out for Easter eggs. Looking good,
More
guys.
chow!
We're gonna get back to work.
Like the
We
shoes.
got a lot of movie to make, but thank you again for all the amazing support. You guys are the best fans in the world.
That's cool. December 2024. It's coming so soon. Okay. A lot to unpack there. We're not gonna really talk about the mobile stuff. The Top Golf thing is kind of strange, but I don't feel like the trailer actually showed me what it was. So that was weird. Shadow on the, or Sonic going on the tour with the Shadow motorcycle. Once again, a little weird. all that is said, let's talk about like the DLC for the Monkey Ball. Like, that's cool. I love the style how they did that. I really loved the Lego short. I always love their little Lego shorts. This was probably my I mean, I like the stuff that they did with like Carl and taking over that. This was good, not up to that level, but it was pretty good. The dad trying to be hip vibe of them acting like everything was being done live and like all these skits weren't planned out and like, oh shoot, it's live and I'm here and I don't have a presentation. It's kind of funny. It's like a dad joke. It's so bad it's kind of funny, but wasn't my favorite of the Lego ones, but it was really good, and I love the whole stuff going on in the background with him fighting the Bio Lizard. Sonic Shadow X Generations. That is just looking so good. Okay, they had Mephiles in it. Okay, that's from the infamous Sonic 06, the game that Sega seems to reference a bunch, but like for the longest time, like that was the whipping boy of the industry. It was like, oh, Sonic's had a rough start to this, after the Dreamcast, it even got worse with like Sonic 06 was one of the worst games of all time. Well, and I'm not going to sit here and be a defender of that. I know there's a lot of Sonic fans who are defenders of that game. There are cool things in that game, but they tried to make it look too realistic. The ugly looking Robotnik Sonic having a human love interest, that kiss. The plot didn't make a whole lot of sense. They kept in from Shadow 05 the Shadow gunplay and Shadow driving tanks and stuff like that, which is dumb. Silver's gameplay was kind of slow and monotonous. It wasn't fully developed, even though it seemed like what the whole engine that they were using was built just for him, because it was all about throwing objects. There's so much bad about it, but it had its cool moments. And despite what I said about Shadow, I would say Shadow had some of the cool moments in that, especially the ending, but just some of his story elements were cool in that. Gunplay, dumb. I'm glad that the gunplay doesn't seem to that. I don't know why the motorcycle is being so prominent, but okay, we're making Shadow's just into motorcycles, okay? But Mephiles being in it, like, that was a character we thought would never see the light of day again. So it goes, who else are they going to do? Well, they showed Metal Overlord. Okay, Shadow had fought him. They're showing a lot of stuff from Sonic Forces. Now, a lot of people hated Sonic Forces. I mildly enjoyed Sonic Forces. Not as much as like Sonic Colors or Sonic Generations, but I didn't hate it like everybody else. I see its flaws. I see the levels are too short. But, as a guy who doesn't have a whole lot of time to play this stuff anymore, sometimes short and sweet is nice. Now, granted, there was a lot of levels in that were like very basic, especially with the custom character. It was kind of, and with classic Sonic, like some of the classic Sonic levels were such bare bone platforming. Like, it's just like, here's the platform here, and then you jump up onto this platform here, and then up onto this one and go back that way, and then up here and go that way. It felt like you were going back to level layouts from like the original Mario Brothers in the arcade. Just so basic. But I did like Modern Sonic's play on it. The custom character was okay. And the storyline, while cheesy, I enjoyed. And I liked the character of Infinite. And so I have a feeling, since we're seeing so much from those levels, you're going to have the Bio Lizard. Sorry, it's late for me. I've been waiting all day to talk about this. You got the Bio Lizard. You've got Neo Metal or Metal Overlord. You've got Mephiles now. So really, that's going to be the next person. Will General be an actual battle that you can have in the game? That would be cool, seeing as they're doing the animation. I don't know if that makes it more likely or less likely. Like, we had the animation, so does that indicate, that? Will he battle Silver? Will he battle Sonic? Will there be a level where he goes back in time and he has to face Sonic? That would be interesting, since in Sonic Generations, you're doing, on the Space Colony Arc, with their final battle, it would be interesting to maybe either play their first battle, which wasn't really a battle, or maybe in the jungle, when, the famous, "I'll make you eat those words." You're calling me the fake? You're not even good enough to be my fake. I'll make you eat that. Like that would be cool if they did something different, but I could also see them just copying and pasting out of Sonic Generations that boss battle, but you're playing as Shadow. That would be the lazy way out. It's Sega, they're probably going to do that, just to pad the game a little bit. Add another boss. But he's going into Frontiers, Shadow's not in Frontiers, and that stuff, like they were showing early stuff, so since this is time travel, maybe he's going before, and he's even going back to the Gerald Robotnik time, where Maria's still alive. That's going to be an interesting thing. Now, the alien stuff, I always felt that overly complicated Shadow. And it's interesting that they're focusing so much on that. I feel like they're erasing Shadow the Hedgehog 05 from the canon and basically making what they want to be canon out of that game is in this game, because they're focusing so heavy on that. Which, I mean, it makes sense. It's the only game that was his exclusive title, but that would be like coming out with Sonic Generations and Knuckles and then basing it all off of the Knuckles Chaotix game. Like the villain from that and making it... That would be kind of silly because it's so niche, but that's almost what this feels like. Then again, the Bird Armada against Tails for Tails 1 would be cool. Not Witch Card though. Those are kooky. That animation looks so clean. That's gonna be tomorrow. I'm probably not even gonna have this video edited. I'm gonna need to do a reaction to that. That's crazy. I'm liking that. The Chow stuff. There's so much Chow love in this. We saw them in the movie when they're doing the movie behind the scenes. We had them there, and then there's gonna be Chow shorts. I am really hoping that this means they're going to do something with that franchise. Then the other thing that's kind of like the big thing in there that I want to, because I talked about the game, the booklet. Oh, the booklet. Yeah, that was really good. That was really cool. Just the production they're putting into that, stuff like that. That limited run games, I'm really upset that that's not till all the way in next year, but like the cutoff is before the actual game comes out, but you won't get it till a year later. I want that stuff, but I don't have the money now. I have too much going on in life. Okay, now the big one I want to talk about is the Sonic and DC collaboration. First off, as somebody who, like I mentioned, DC fan, I feel like DC is in a bad state right now. They are in a bad state. And don't get me wrong, I'm a huge Sonic fan. I'm happy that this crossover is happening. I'm hoping it's a whole lot better than Ruby crossed the Justice League. It made me a little nervous when they said that they're actually going to be meeting the Justice League, because it's one thing to like create an alternate universe where all the Sonic characters are the DC characters. You can have fun with that, but they're talking 5 issues in 2025, and then they're going to do more in 2026. IDW Sonic, I don't know if it's Sega that's a holdup or it's because of all the money woes IDW is going through. As much as I'm going to love this, the main comic has been having a problem. Because anytime they do something like this, the main comic stops. They cannot release more than one a month. And they're actually having trouble releasing 1 issue a month. There's so much spin-off potential, and they're doing it. They're doing, let's do a spin-off series. Okay, but while the spin-off series is going on, we're going to cancel the main book for those months. And then when it's done, then we're going to have an annual, which will have just kind of like B-fluff stories. But we'll cancel the book for that. And Free Comic Book Day is coming up, so we're going to do an issue for Free Comic Book Day. But that means we won't come out with a regular issue. But because this is not a numbered issue, it won't have anything that's of substance in it. I love all these fluff issues. I love it. But I want an actual continuing story. I want the meat and potatoes. They're giving me they're giving me the salad. They're giving me the soup, the breadsticks. They're giving me all these sides, but they're not giving me the meat of it. Occasionally, like this DC stuff, that's like the dessert. Okay, they're giving me the dessert, they're giving me the salad, they're giving me the breadsticks, but where's the meat and potatoes? Where's the actual book with the actual story? The thing that everybody's supposed to care about. They're not giving it. So now, is that like 5 months of this year? Are we not going to get the book? And then next year there's going to be more? And like I said, for DC, okay, I'm a huge Sonic fan, okay? This is not a big get for DC. This should be a big get for Sonic. Everybody in the Sonic community has been clamoring to get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in Sonic. That makes more sense. Or DuckTales in Sonic or something. Look, Batman has now teamed up with, the Ninja Turtles and the Power Rangers and Ruby, and it just... DC, and specifically the big three, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, they were in such high regard that it had to be a big crossover for them willing to water down, and it seems like they're crossing over everyone, and it's totally, because when they do DC stuff, they want to make it so dark and gritty, and now they want to make all the bad guys the good guys, and the good guys the bad guys, with all the Suicide Squad stuff, and they want to make Batman a jerk, and they want to do it, and make Harley the main hero, and they're doing so much weird stuff with DC. And DC has sank so low, and Warner Brothers is so low, that Sonic the Hedgehog, not the #1 video game product, I'm a Sonic fanatic, but let's be real, Sonic is not... He is not in the same league as Batman. He's just not. Ruby is nowhere near that league. Ninja Turtles, maybe. The Power Rangers, I would say no. No, Transformers, why are they... it was a big thing in the past when they had, Marvel or DC, they were teaming up with Star Trek. Star Trek was so huge at that time, a big property, but it seemed silly and ridiculous to have I think it was X-Men and Star Trek, But anyways, I digress. This seems like them just willing to sell DC out. Yes, it's a big get for Sonic, but why can't Sonic get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Does the Turtle brand not deem Sonic worthy enough? but DC does. Like Turtles, they saw, oh yeah, we can have the Turtles be with Batman. Well, Batman's one of the #1 like franchises of all time, of course. But that's how low Batman is right now, and that's kind of what's sad. Is like I should be super excited for this, but after I saw what they did with Ruby in that, like it wasn't a good DC Justice League thing, and it wasn't a good Ruby experience. I'm a little worried, especially if they're gonna have actual like Batman conversing with Shadow Batman. Like that's gonna be weird. The chemistry in that's just gonna be weird. So it's one of those things like I should be super excited, but I'm also like I don't know. Okay, let's get in. Apparently, there's some Sony stuff from the Sony State of Play. I'm already seeing it on my feed. People saying they're reacting to Sony stuff, so I am going to go on Sony's website and we'll react to that here too. Okay, let's see if Sony brought us anything else. Okay, PS5, yeah. Oh, that looks sweet. Okay, yeah. Seeing more levels, more stuff, yeah. This game just looks really beautiful, really good. I cannot wait for this game. Some more Sonic Forces love. Next generation of nostalgia. Okay, my Wii remote did that. It's not something to be proud of to buy a PS5. Okay, now my N64 did that. Sony's not doing well right now. Like, if they try to market this and say, oh hey, and it's 60 frames per second if you get a PS5 Pro, like, okay. But that's not, like, I saw a thing. That isn't what people were saying they're reacting to, because they said something about movie shadow. Was the thing that I was seeing pop up here. Let me, that was cheesy, that was corny. Sony, that wasn't a good presentation, because you were showing off features of your PS5 controller that have been around since, well, the Rumble since the N64, and, you know, the Wii remote made ring sounds, okay? That's not revolutionary. Game looks crisp and clean, probably looks better there than it will on my Switch, but, you know, that trailer was kind of corny. Let me try to do some research, because that's not what I was seeing everybody else, because videos were popping up after I finished that one. My recommended were for State of Play movie shadow DLC or something. So I'm gonna go find that. Okay, we're popping in. The TMNT Shredder stuff look cool. Might talk a little bit about that too. Okay, yeah. Doesn't look that much different, does he? Just looks a little fuzzier.
Taken on another form?
Wait, was that Keanu?
And yes, you heard right. Keanu Reeves is joining Sonic X Shadow Generations as part of the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog 3
Did they record like all the lines
this
just
update
for
is
the
inspired
skin?
by scenes from the Sonic the Hedgehog
That'd be
3
insane.
movie and arrives December 12th. The Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie pack is included in the digital deluxe edition,
I have thoughts of that.
which lets you play the game 3 days ahead of its October 25th release
Thoughts
date.
about that too. Okay, that looks like that's it. Okay, first off, the TMNT Shredder, like, that game looks awesome, and the DLC, like, they just keep doing more and more good stuff for that. Just wanted to highlight that. I didn't show that. That was what was on right before this. Saw the shadow thing, backed it up, paused it, record. Having Keanu record all the lines, like, that's insane. Like, people argue about who's the better voice actor for Sonic. wouldn't that be cool if like Ryan Drummond and Roger Craig Smith and, you know, like just get them all, like get, you know, go get Jill White, like go Jason Griffith, like get all of them to record the lines. That would be expensive, but like, wouldn't that be cool if you could pick your favorite Sonic and that be the voice in the cutscenes? Like that would be insane. But it did say there was going to be unique levels from the movie, and that came out like December. Did they say 15th or 12th? Or I'd have to go back. But that kind of ended. You know, they just say the movie comes out in December. I can't imagine DLC with levels based on the movie are going to come out before the movie. That's interesting. I'm glad this is getting DLC. That's what Sonic Generations was like, the perfect vessel for DLC, and then they never got any. It was mind-boggling that they didn't do any. So the fact that they're getting some here, that's great. That's amazing. So happy they're doing this. So happy they're doing this. Okay. Here's the thing, though. They said that it was for the deluxe digital edition. Except for the fact that the booklet that I was raving about before is for the physical. So if you want both those things, you have to pre-order both versions. And then, I know they do that to get so, oh, well, I'll get the physical on the Switch and I'll get the digital deluxe on the PlayStation or the Xbox. That's why they do that. That's why they do that, to get people to double dip on multiple systems. But will it be available outside of it for a fee? Or after a certain amount of time, will it then just become available, downloadable? I'm willing to wait for it if it's a fee or whatever. But like timed exclusive to digital, because I'm not getting the digital, I'm getting the physical edition. I want that booklet. But that's an insane event. The other thing that it talked about getting the game 3 days early. I feel like Sega hasn't learned their lesson yet. They had this with Sonic Colors, Sonic Colors Ultimate, or whatever the remaster was. But and then they have with Frontiers. When you do this, they lit it out 3 days early with the idea a limited amount of people will get that, then we'll find out what the bugs are, and then we'll fix them, which means this game is going to have bugs on day one because they're doing this. But it also means that all your consumers see a buggy version 3 days before they're able to buy the game, and people are their online creators are playing it, and they're playing a buggy version. And so that is what will go down in history as to what the game launched. It's like, no, you got early access and you didn't receive the day one patch. That's what bugs me about this. Like, I never want to do that. People want to do it because they're ravenous. It's like, look, I might not even have time to play it in those first 3 days. But I don't want the buggy version. I want the patched, fixed version. I don't want to play a version that is going, everyone's like, oh, it's so buggy and it had all these glitches and then that, and they didn't have the day one patch because they got the early access, and they're talking about all this stuff, and it's like, I pop it in, I got the day one patch, and I'm like, I don't see what your problem is. The game's fine. And then I get told, oh, you're such a shill. No, like Sonic Frontiers was not, I just didn't care for the open world part of it. It was barren. It felt un-Sonic-like. And it was just, yeah. And it's like 90% of the game. So, I don't know. But I also, all the stuff that people were holding against it because they were playing the early version, and in Sonic Colors Ultimate it was like even worse. Like that one just got derided. So did the Sonic like Origins collection. It got fixes in the bugs patched and stuff like that. It took too long to patch some of the stuff. I will agree with that. But like the really bad stuff that you saw people showing online, that was the people that got the 3 days early. So like that whole concept, not worth it to me. I wouldn't even download it 3 days early even if I did the digital deluxe. But But wow, a lot of Sonic stuff, a lot of good Sonic stuff. You know, I have to say, not even Nintendo does a direct just dedicated to Mario every year. And they have before, but not every year. Like, Sega does so much with Sonic, and they rely so heavily on Sonic. It's like a quarter of their sales is just Sonic, which is not, I think, healthy for the company. Thankfully, like Yakuza, Persona, Football Manager, the Total Wars, like they do have some other heavy hitters now, but they're not creatively diverse like they used to be when they were in the console market, and they rely so heavily on Sonic fans buying it whether they like it or not. And that's not good. That's not good. But I do love that they've so heavily invested. The Lego stuff, oh, so much stuff. I don't have the money for all this stuff. But it's good. I enjoy this, and I'm totally reacting to the animation tomorrow. So that'll be the next video you see out from me. Will be that. Hope everybody had a good day. Tell me what you thought about all this. You're like, dude, man, why are you so excited about hedgehogs? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video.